Welcome, welcome. I am your 2016 presidential candidate, Michelle Hope Walker. 2016 presidential candidate, Michelle Hope Walker. I'm steady trying to get this camera together and right. So welcome to 2016 presidential candidate Michelle Hope Walker's Road to the White House series. Woo woo! Welcome, welcome, welcome. And today, actually, it is already California, New Mexico, South Dakota, North Dakota, Montana, then District of Columbia, Guam, Virgin Islands. Today is election day, you all. It's election day. Still in the primaries. And so today is June 7th, 2016. So today is June 7th, 2016. So get out and vote. Make sure you go vote. Vote for me. That's the first thing I'm asking for, is that you vote for me. Vote for me, Michelle Hope Walker. Vote for me, Michelle Hope Walker. 3 names, Michelle Hope Walker. Now, when you go to the polls, take you a pen, take you a writing instrument, take you a pen, say a pen, so then they can't erase it with a pencil, and you're going to write my name where it says write-in candidate. If it doesn't have a write-in, if your ballot doesn't have write-in, well, then you just write my name somewhere on there. Because the thing is that you're taking a stand, letting them know I can vote for who I want to vote for president. I am not going to let you limit my vote or either put my vote in a box that you're going to give me particular candidates that I have to pick from amongst these from. No, 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 no. You have the right to vote for who you want to vote for. You have that right. Exercise your electorate right. Exercise it. And see, that's been my whole thing throughout this campaign. You all know I've been running for president for 2 years, since 2014. First, heard the call and action at age 7, and then, as Obama going out, I felt led to, okay, it's time to go ahead and put my hat in the ring, go ahead and do this thing. I am a Democrat, but I run as an independent because I didn't want to deal with the corrupt political bosses that we see Bernie Sanders have been dealing with. And also with some of the paperwork that I've had to do, I've actually have put Bernie Sanders as my vice president because I do like a lot of stuff that he's talking about. I mean, people have been talking about it for years, so not all of it's like a Bernie Sanders thing, but still I believe what he's saying. I've been talking about, but I believe in what he's saying. I think we would make a real good pair because, it seems like they are trying to, for the primary, they're trying to finagle him, out of this thing. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to it's almost like a Bush and Gore, except it's the same party candidates, Hillary and Bernie, but Hillary is still in it, from Bernie as far as on primary. Now, like I said, I want you to vote for me. I'm running as an independent, and I am a Democrat. At the end of the day, I want you to vote for me, but I do go on to the general election. That's one thing I liked about as an independent is that I go all the way to November 8th. So anything can happen between now and November 8th. Sometimes I hear the news media talking about, a catastrophe would have to happen for anything to change. This election, I don't know why they find that so strange, because this election here, this presidential election season has been a season like no, you've seen stuff happen that people wouldn't even begin to think that could happen. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see how all of a sudden now they want to, they want to keep it in a box. Meaning they want to continue to try to keep the elections as they always were. They want to continue to go by these theories, these campaign theories they've always said. I don't see how they can even still try to go by that in this election. Again, like I said, we've seen things go on that, has stepped away from establishment politics. It has walked away from status quo. And I am so glad. I'm just so happy and so glad. So let's say vote for me. We got to keep this movement going. Vote for me. And if you follow me on Facebook, which my Facebook is Michelle Hope Walker Speaks, Listen. So my Facebook is Michelle Hope Walker Speaks, Listen. So go to Facebook.com. But I know in the media, because I've gotten some coverage in the media, I know one guy said, the black woman running for president. I'm like, wow, okay. But that's what it gets down to, and actually, speaking of me just saying the black woman running for president, which also leads me to that they know I'm a very good candidate. Yes, I'm a black woman. Yes, I've come from the struggle. I'm not telling a little fake story. I've been there, done that, still got challenged, you know what I'm saying? But God is good and always brings me through and it's right there. But and then they try to act like that's so far-fetched because it's not far-fetched. If you notice, each one of the candidates are always trying to give their sad story, what happened. Now, we really have to question if they've really been through a struggle or not. You know what I'm saying? Because again, they like to sell struggle. For them, a lot of times, it's let me think of all these bad things that happened to me so people can feel sorry for me and vote for me. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that's how the candidates will use sometimes struggles. When I talk about the struggle is real, okay? Been there, done it. But that's why I know I am the best candidate to be president. I am the best person to be president of the United States of America. I know what to do with those resources. I'm not trying to be president because I want this power. Some people, they just want to be president because they want more power. They want to do this. So I want to help people. It's all about helping people. It's all about being in a position to help people, having the resources to help people on a mass level. So that means to help lots and lots and thousands and millions of people. And it's about your heart. Where your heart is. I care about people. I love all people. Even if they don't agree with it, I'm still like, okay, I'm just that type of person, that I care about people. I want to see everyone be able to accomplish their goals and feel good about themselves and to go after what they feel God has called and led them to go after and do, So I don't like seeing that in America we got homeless people and we're paying all this tax money, but you can't provide homes for the people in this country. That's not right. And that's what you all have to remember. Even in this election, you have to remember when we talk about the establishment status quo, because see what it is they even make people feel like, oh, you've had a choice, but not really in a sense. And I'm going to tell you why. Because the people with the money, they are the ones that own a lot of these big media companies. And again, yes, there are a lot of media outlets, but guess what? A lot of them are owned by just a few big money, 1% media folks, owners with, the money and different things like that. So they push this message through. It's the brainwashing of America, the brainwashing of society. So they push this message. So I know where sometimes you say, oh yeah, well, I'm voting this because this and that. Where'd you hear that from? Where'd you hear that from? Where'd you hear that from? You heard it from the establishment status quo media. They've been brainwashing you for months, telling you that this is what your president's supposed to look like. This is how your president's supposed to act. This is how, and I'm like, no, you have to realize people came together in a little room and decided that, okay, this is what we want people to do and this and that. And then they went and pushed their agenda. So those of us that don't agree with that, we can be like, no, we don't agree with that. Our key thing is that our president cares about us and that is pushing policies to help everybody. That America is good for everybody, okay? And they're working together. I really believe in working. They're working together, bringing people to the table. And I really believe in people that have experienced certain things, making sure they come to the table. Make sure they come to the table. And we're talking to them about what do you think, because they've been there and been through it. And that's the problem. I keep telling you all keep electing these 1% people for president that never dealt with poverty. I mean, they give you this sad story like they have, but they ain't dealt with real poverty. But anyway, and they're not going to stand up for our issues. Our issues are not their priority. Homelessness is not their priority. You don't even hardly hear them talk about trying to make sure everybody have a home. They talk to the people they feel that are going to vote. And that's why I say homeless people, you must get out and vote today. Homeless people, you must get out and vote. In large numbers, homeless people vote. Now, I know in Los Angeles, all you had to do is put at least a street corner, wherever your sidewalk or area is. But again, remember, homeless is not just the people that may live outside, but it's also people, a lot of states and federal government also, look at people that are staying in hotels or people that are staying with people and it's not their place. You know what I'm saying? So my key thing is whatever address you had on the roll, whatever address you got on the roll, go vote. Go vote. Whatever your address is presently, because I'm going to make sure to tell you right thing, presently, go vote. Poor people, you have to vote. We have to vote. It's not enough just to complain and sit back and wait for somebody to do something for us. We have to do it for ourselves. We have to take a stand. We have to take a stand. Like I tell y'all, you all know for me, it's not about power and money. Because see, to me, happiness is about doing what God has called and told you to do and serving and just getting the opportunity to serve others in the capacity of the way God has called you to serve others in and to do. That's to me is happiness. Having what you need and want, just happiness. You know what I'm saying? That's real happiness. Because a lot of people have all this money and all these different things, they're not even happy. Not at all. Now again, I'm not saying rich people aren't happy because I know a lot of them, they're like, no, I'm happy with my money. And they kudos to you, that's good. Because I'm not saying there's no wrong money. But I'm just, again, giving you some insight about me, but that has not been my key agenda in life, to get as much money as I possibly can get just so I can sit up here and say, ooh, I got a lot of money, y'all. Because God blessed me with the money. Guess what I'm doing? I'm giving it back. I'm giving it back. I'm helping people. I'm helping people. When I get money, I'm helping people. I'm tithing time, tithing ourselves and in church and in Christian, as a Christian, you all know I'm a Christian. I'm not afraid to talk about I'm a Christian, and so we tithe. God's blessed us with the 90%, so you tithe in 10%. So I tithe my time in that way. God is good. And my key thing for me is my relationship with God. Now, for some of y'all, you're like, well, I ain't into God, and we don't want to like God, whatever. Because I'm telling you what, America need God. America need, what do most candidates and people that get finished with their speech? God bless America. Because they know God bless them. We need God blessing. What should I be talking about and saying? Y'all know we need God blessings. Just saying. So vote for me for President of the United States of America. Now, watch out for the brainwashing machine. The brainwashing machine is on its way. That media brainwashing machine. My goodness, out here in LA on our news, they talking about Hillary that won. I'm like, how in the world y'all gonna say Hillary that won and we ain't even had our election? Don't get me wrong, I understand the count of the delegates and different things like that. Oh, let me step back and remind y'all, these have been the primary elections. Again, I'm a Democrat, but I'm running as an independent because I did not want to have to go through dealing with the negativity of the corrupt political bosses of the Democrat Party. Now, when I say that, I'm not saying everybody's corrupt in the Democrat Party. I'm not saying that. And we know Republican Party can be corrupt, so I'm not putting Republicans up over the Democrats either. No, I'm a Democrat, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, we've seen how they've done Bernie, so therefore I don't really need to say too much more, So yes, I do understand the process, but still, it's just not right. How you just gonna, Hillary done made history. Like, first of all, I done made history. And that's what I said, they are afraid of me. That's why the key $1 trillion, billion folks is trying to make sure a lot of people don't know about me, because they know you all get a whiff of me. They know you all gonna be like, you know what? This girl makes some sense. Wait a minute. Let's put her in office. And then let me tell you all, it's sort of like about the celebrity thing, as we tell people, you know what? If I took you through the hair and makeup machine and the body retransforming machine, you would look just like them folks you see on TV. Guess what? Same thing politically. Really don't make a difference who it is. If anybody got that machine behind them, if I had the machine behind me, y'all be Michelle Hub Walk with some of y'all. And thank you, God. Thank you for all y'all that support me. Thank you. I'm very humble. Y'all know that. And appreciative of all kind people and supportive people. But I'm just saying. But in the problem, though, with that political machine, I don't even want them behind me, is that they're corrupt. They're corrupt. They want to keep that status quo establishment going, which does not benefit the homeless, the poor, the working class, the middle class. It just doesn't. The system is to keep the rat race going. Keep shining things in front of you, little carrots in front of you, saying, well, if you just work hard enough, you're going to get this. If you just do this now. Because they need you to work in their companies and their businesses to make them more money. There is a lot of negativism about capitalism overall. But that's a whole another conversation. But whole point is vote for me. And tell that machine no. Yeah, recently I did a video about thank you to Trump supporters, because I feel like Trump supporters basically have said, I don't care what machine they trying to push, we still going to support Donald Trump. Now, right now, they trying to put Donald Trump in a little situation, which I don't really get it. Really, I don't get it. I really don't get it, because, it's not like Donald Trump is not making sense. It's almost like the same thing we've been saying with Black Lives Matters in a sense. And when I say that, I'm talking about that we've been talking about that certain judges, certain officers are racist, and so therefore, and a lot of times they tend to be the white officers are racist, so therefore we've been asking for more black officers, and therefore we've been asking for people who are more sensitive to diversity. So it's not totally saying that white officers or other racist officers cannot treat blacks right. But we're saying if they have a history that they haven't, or if they have a certain ideology that we know that they practice. For example, if they're joined up with the KKK and they're a police officer and they've been charged with shooting a black, we're really going to look a little bit more detailed in that. Why? Because they're part of the KKK. You just shot a black man as a police officer that didn't have, the black man did not have a gun or anything. And you're a white officer, a part of the KKK, that just shot an unarmed black person for something minor, or they just didn't, you didn't even give them the opportunity to put their hands up. Some of the stuff we see where people on their knees, where people on the ground and still got kicked and beat or shot and killed, that type of thing. Well, yes, we will question their ideology. Yeah, that will be brought up in court. Well, they are part of the KKK, so that has something to do with how they think. Now, in Donald Trump's situation, I don't know, but I'm just saying it's not that, weird for him to be like, well, maybe I might not get a fair trial because this person and I don't have the same ideology, and that may have a conflict of interest. That's not, we look at that all the time. As a matter of fact, our Mayor Garcetti's father, Gil Garcetti, got talking about with the OJ child that he didn't want black women on the jury because he felt like their ideology would be that of, or he didn't say ideology just because we were black women. He thought we would be for OJ. Now, I took that as offense deeply because you act like we just can't think clearly, on if somebody's, regardless of their race, if they wrong, they wrong, and if they right, they right. If they innocent, they innocent, if they guilty, they guilty. You know what I'm saying? And that's our Mayor Garcetti, Eric Garcetti's daddy, Gil Garcetti. And he felt proud to say that, So, again, and the reason why a lot of times I bring up stuff with Trump and the unfairness on how they do him is because if we let them do him like that, or we let them do Bernie like that, or others who we see them doing injustices, you hear me talk about what they're doing and shit, it's because that is showing that if they do that to that person, they can do it to us. Now, I know for some of y'all that may not be, that may not be fond of these people, or maybe you are fond of them, or whatever the case might be, though, you'd be like, oh, well, that's what they get, and this and that, and that, and this, But no, because you got to remember, what about the day when you don't agree with the establishment? What about the day when you don't agree with the status quo? Think about what they can do to you. They own the media, so they can go through the media and turn the whole media against you. They can set up little Hollywood movie type stuff in your life to make it look like you've done something that you didn't do. You be like, no, I didn't do that. But they'll pay people to lie and do all kind of stuff. And I don't trust Hillary to protect black people. But you know what? I was thinking, Bernie and I Thank y'all. Y'all owe us a thank you. I know y'all owe me a thank you because I've been running for president for 2 years, and I know Hillary folks been watching all up in my videos and my Facebook posts and tweets because I know because she changes when I get on her about something, she rearranges her program. She does something different. So hey, thank you because that's letting me know that I have influenced Hillary. She got so many black people around her, you know, because I've got her. But the challenge is you doing this for show because if you can remember. Hillary couldn't get Black Lives Matter out of her mouth, and she still don't know how to get out of her mouth. She went to Leimert Park today, had Eric Gardner's mother, and had Trayvon Martin's mother, and then, I don't say his name because I forget, I think it's Oscar Grant. Oscar Grant's mother up there, and this lady gonna get up here and talk about gun laws. I'm sitting here looking at her, and then people just, I'm like, you know what? The brainwashing would y'all stop being brainwashed and please think. The lack of gun laws had nothing to do with those deaths. That was police brutality. And then Zimmerman was a security officer, so bad security and police brutality. They had rights to have guns. So the lack of gun laws, the lack of right gun laws, I guess is what she was trying to talk about, had nothing to do with those killings. And my thing is, Hillary, when are you actually going to talk about and stand up for black people? She don't like to really talk about that. When she don't talk about the race, she start talking about people. And that's why I'm saying she's too far to the right. She more Republican a lot of times, I feel like, than Trump is. She won't even talk really about the race. So she's scared of the race car. She tiptoe around it. But because I called her out on it, Bernie called her out on it, she's trying to surround herself with black people and, you know, and think we so dumb that we was like, oh, Hillary loves black people. Right? She like y'all because she want that vote. Think. And then I know for a lot of y'all like, well, we don't want Trump. So we're going to deal with Hillary. But I'm running for president, and that's what some of y'all, I'm like, I'm running for president, and I'm a woman if it's about the woman thing. You know, for me, it's about helping people. You know, I'm not totally caught up in the gender or the race thing in the sense of my race or my gender. But I do think it helps. Don't get me wrong. I do think it would make a big difference. And we haven't had a black woman as president. And I do think it would make a big difference. My insight. Now, again, I got a lot of little different races and stuff all in me. But still, I think it would make a difference. But... you know, I'm just like, I just look and I just be like, you know, because really all of that was bought. All of that was bought. The support was bought. The media stories were bought. The online stuff was bought. Organizations bought. You know, Hillary promised folks money, so that's why a lot of these organizations are standing up behind Hillary. As a person, and I guess, well, you know, I have nothing personally against, you know, Hillary. I love everybody. I'm Christian, yeah, I love her. But I don't agree, and I don't believe, I mean, I know I make a better president than Hillary. I most definitely know that. I make a better president than all of them. Hillary, Bernie, Trump, all of them. So vote for me for president. Yes, vote for me, Michelle Hope Walker. Now, when you go in the booth, you need to take a pen. And now, don't vote for somebody on a name on the ballot and then write me in. No, you got to do either or. So I'm asking that you write me in. Don't vote for none of them. Write me in. That's the key thing you need to remember. Write my name in. Now, yes, I go all the way to November 8th. But even in these primaries, I haven't really had to, per se, participate in primaries because a lot of states won't let me participate in primaries anyway. They wouldn't let us independent presidential candidates participate. They wouldn't let us get on the ballot because the primaries are for each party to pick the one person they want to represent them. So for the Republicans to pick the one person they want to represent them and the Democrats to pick the one person they want to represent them. But I still have been participating because the whole goal is you need to know I'm running for president, so you don't even vote for neither one of them even in the primary, but you vote for me. You write my name down. And then we go on to the general election. I do still need volunteers Call me 323-338-6580. Still need money because we still got to get on different states' ballots. I'm just trying to get on all the ballots that I can and trying to do all that I can. I feel good. I mean, I have to say, I feel good. I'm running for president of the United States of America. The boldness, the confidence, and then also that I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm playing my position. And so I play my position with the best that I can with the resources that I have. And thank you for all the people that support me and share my information and help in whatever way that you can help. But I feel good. I'm educating the electorate. I'm helping to have an influence in this election because everybody's watching my videos, reading my Facebook, looking at my tweets. Hillary and them know they rearrange stuff because wait a minute, she called us out on this. Let's get a whole bunch of black people right over here by us. And at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, good, that's good. But the thing with Hillary is I don't believe it comes from the heart. Again, if Bernie and I had not called Hillary out on stuff, Hillary wouldn't have so many black people around her. She wouldn't be at no Lamert Park or Linwood. Hillary funny in a sense too. And our people are funny because it's like, we're going to take you to, we're going to show them how black you are, Hillary. But, it's still about that heart. You can put on the front and the act all you want to, but we still look at the policies you've done and the whole fact that you still have not claimed and have not let Bill Clinton claim his black child. I'm like, correct that, Hillary. But anyway, so vote for me, Michelle Hope Walker, for president. Yes, yes, yes. Go to the polls and vote for me. Write my name, Michelle Hope Walker, and then write the position, U.S. President. You might put 2016. This is, because, like I said, the money folks, the establishment, the status quo, it looks like they're building all this up for Hillary. Sometimes I even wonder with Donald Trump running and Hillary, if that's a setup for Hillary to win. It's like, which that let us know if the establishment and the status quo is so much behind Hillary, we shouldn't be for Hillary. Something's not right. If they for Hillary, we shouldn't be for Hillary. Because all that's going to do is keep things going, business as usual. They're already mad about, Obama becoming president. And so they want things back as usual, and they almost at the point of, well, we need to give them a woman to, make them feel a little bit better. We'll give them Hillary, because she about as Republican as we are. And I'm not Republican. I'm just saying this is what the status quo establishment, are saying. Y'all know I'm a Democrat. And I'm running as an independent because I didn't have to deal with the corrupt political bosses, party bosses. And deal with the stuff that Bernie Sanders is dealing with. Okay, well, I'd like to close out the video before the 30 minutes. So again, please support me. 323-338-6580. You can call and text me. The key thing is just get the word out. Text everybody, call everybody, go on social media, tell them to vote for Michelle Hope Walker. Vote for Michelle Hope Walker. And I like that guy that he said, oh, no, I'm not voting for Hillary. I'm voting. And Bernie don't win. I'm voting for he hollered out at Kenny. Because like I tell y'all, it's a whole bunch of us running. Actually, if you go to FEC.gov, I think it was over 1,000 of us. It was 1,000 or over 1,000 was running, So I like, he hollered out. He said, somebody holler my name out in the media. You know what I'm saying? I have done some media coverage, but holler my name out of support. As y'all know, I'm that ride or die chick that's gonna make sure business getting taken care of. And it's and that's nothing. It's don't let them get you caught up on what they gotta say it like this. I'm gonna be me. But you know what? The point is that I care about America and I care about helping business, making sure America is good for everybody. So, hey, that's the key point you need to zoom in on. Because they try to get you thrown off by, well, they do this and they do that. Okay, I got to hurry up and wrap it up because of 323-338-6580. And all I got to do is Google my name, Michelle Hope Walker, or Google 2016 presidential candidate, Michelle Hope Walker. You have been watching 2016 presidential candidate Michelle Hope Walker's Road to the White House series, And today is June 7th, 2016, election day, primary day in a lot of states. And so vote for me. Go to the polls, take your pen, and vote for me. Be bold. Don't be afraid. Even if they send it to my, well, you can't vote. They got to be on this list. No, I have the right to vote for who I want to. I don't have to go with the establishment status quo because y'all tell me to. Free yourself, you all. Free your mind. Free yourself. All right. God bless. And vote for me, Michelle Hope Walker. God bless.